soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans' offense takes the field. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to get to him. Complete to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Gets it out quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, MRD.
And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. The aerial assault continues. He looks that one in nicely. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Quarterback will keep it. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the UNLV Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll pull it down. Kept it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. It's complete. A huge pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Rebels are on the move. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the off-tackle play here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Trojans pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's coming. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's coming. And the returner is stopped. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's going to take off. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Extending the play. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative play.
Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Air Force is delivering an all-out assault offensively today, hanging points all over the Wild Blue yonder. They're up by 21 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beasley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Still running at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McDaniel. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, USC! And the stomping has commenced. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's McDaniel. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Back to the air one more time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's McGee. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.